What's up, y'all? So tonight I decided to make my family some curry chicken. I'm just going through all of the ingredients. I'm using white potatoes, carrots, thyme, green onion, spice, allberry. Lord have mercy, not allberry. Allspice berries, and some Jamaican paste. You can make the Jamaican paste from scratch, but it's not always necessary. You want to make sure you take off the skin from your potatoes and your carrots, and then you're going to cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I mean, this is really preference. It doesn't matter however you want to cut it up, but just don't cut too small, because as it cooks, it will shrink and you don't want it to turn into mush. So you'll see me here just slicing my carrots. Guys, I didn't use a whole lot of vegetables because I didn't plan on making a lot. But then I ended up using more chicken than I initially planned on. So anyway, here you see me mixing my all-purpose season, my curry, some smoked paprika, a little onion powder. And then you can just take like a whisk and mix all of your spices up together. I didn't have a whisk at the moment, guys. I was using a chopstick. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. It's going to all do the same thing. So anyways, you want to make sure you get this mixed really good. Then with your clean chicken, you're going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil and then spread that those spices that you just mixed all over your chicken. And then after that, you want to add in some Jamaican jerk paste. You want to use some roasted garlic and a little ginger. Again, you can use fresh ginger, fresh garlic, but I was using what I already had in the house because, after working, ain't nobody going to the store buying 1,000 things. You're going to work with what you got in the house. So anyway, right there, you saw me add in the berries, the allspice berries. So next, I'm going to chop up my cabbage. Same thing. You want to slice that however you wish. We like to shred our cabbage around here, so that's the way that I cut it. You want to rinse it off real good with cold water. Then to your pan, you're just going to add some olive oil, and then I put a little bit of better than bouillon chicken flavoring in there as well. Usually I would add some onions and some peppers, but I was making this for the house, and some of the folks in here don't eat that, so I just made it with onion powder. And that flavoring that's in it, better than bouillon, you don't need a whole lot of other things to add to that. I added a little garlic pepper, and that was pretty much it, because the better than bouillon is already salty. So here you see my Dutch, Lord have mercy, what in the world am I talking about, y'all? My Dutch oven. Before I added this chicken, you'll see me browning my curry, or some people call it burning your curry. You want to cook that curry some before, in some oil before you add your chicken. I chose to use drumsticks, and I also had some boneless chicken thighs in here. I decided to use those because, like I said, I wasn't going back to the store to go and get chicken thighs with the skin on it that I was going to still end up taking off. Made no sense. So I kept the skin on my drums, though. I like the skin on there. Like, I feel like it adds a little flavor, adds a little, little fat in there. And by the time you cook it, it's going to come off of there anyway. So I didn't worry about pulling off the skin. Here you'll see me browning my chicken, just moving the chicken around so that all of it gets a little color on it. And so you got to be patient here. But you definitely want to move it around. You don't want the curry to burn in the bottom of the pan, because that can happen, especially in this Dutch oven. It gets really hot. So you'll see me here covering my chicken for probably about 15 minutes, I'll say. Once I took the lid off, this is where I went to add in my vegetables. I went on to add in my green onion, my thyme, my potatoes. I'm going to add the carrots in later. So I'm going to cover this back up. Let it, I'm sorry, I also added some water to it. Sorry, forgot to add that part. Added in the water, and the water I just added in that same bowl that the chicken was in, so all the seasoning was still in there. Added a little water to that, and then poured it into the pot. Now I'm adding in my carrots. I'm going to cover it back for about another 15 to 20 minutes. And as you see, the gravy is starting to thicken up a little bit there. If you find that your gravy is looser than you want, just add a little slurry, which is nothing but some cornstarch and some water. Add that and it'll thicken it up. You see that? We like a lot of gravy around here. So I put some in a separate bowl so that they can put it over top of their rice. You won't see that in the picture. So here's a picture of the final product. I hope you guys will enjoy as much as we did. What's up, y'all? So I have a private chef event. I just finished unloading. I'm getting ready to go in and get things started. Come on. Stephanie over here getting the bread ready for our crab dip. Deborah is over here mixing up our waffle mix. Say hi, Deborah. Say hi, Stephanie. There's some in the freezer downstairs, if you wouldn't mind. Hello. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you. I take it you enjoyed your food. The trash I talk, y'all. Do y'all know that somebody I know eats chocolate on chocolate? I literally was talking so much trash, and she got 2 pieces of chocolate. I'm out. I'm over it. I'm over it. No, you know I be talking trash. Hell no. My mother got chocolate too. What is wrong with these people? Was it all chocolate there?
It was like
or that's just